so the good thing about putting the mod screen in front after this splash screen of rules and the current scoreboard, whatever it may be, is that I can catch myself if I accidentally have events. That's mainly why. It's also to, you know, prove to you that I'm not using any mods, but as we get into Cthulhu, Curious Birthmark, Character Exclusive, Random Item Koji, yeah, that's what that screen is for. After the rules screen, of course, just to remind anyone who happens to pop in, like 98 episodes into the run. Is this episode 98? Anywho, Light Strength, Second Knowledge, and Charisma. So the sad thing aside from World of Horror is that, let me make sure I remember this. Second. I mean, I've had second encounter problems before. Maybe after 198 episodes, if we include the last Nuzlocke challenge, I'll learn by now. But in any case, I'm still going to end. Yes, listen. Basically, the roundabout way of me saying not getting, you know, fixing the thing that you can hear in the background is no one pays for my sub. So yeah, as sad as that might sound, again, I don't want to make videos about me, but if I, you know, when someone brings it up, I have to talk about it. But anywho, yeah, but the sad thing that I'm sad about, aside from World of Horror, is that I'm working on things and I might not finish them in time due to, you know, just me things. But footage, coma, scissors, arms, and ramen. Well, footage, scissors, arms is going to be the apparent thing. Into coma, I should say all 5 because I forget what the last 2 are. Obviously, I usually remember the first 3, but anyway. The most, what I'm trying to remember is, yeah, we have a lot of school stuff, and village, not so much-ish, unless I forgot about something, but coma and ramen, right? Yeah, so that's mainly going to be, well, between coma and ramen, it's going to be a lot of downtown, and then a few apartments and a few hospitals. It's a lot. Yeah, so let's move on. So, before I completely focus, though, it's, yeah, obviously I'm going to be streaming World of Horror. I should start streaming, and maybe I'll get things started. What I also wanted to talk about is, I think I talked about recently that I wanted to do another video, and that never came out. So, ooh, 6 damage. Not the best speed, but it's 6 damage. So if at worst I can prep strong, as again, I'm on the tail end of my sickness from a while ago, so I don't know. For me, illnesses usually stay for about like another week or so. And it might be just me at my current age, if I were to not dox myself too heavily. But, I mean, as you get older, you get older. I'm not that old, in my opinion, but, hey, I'll say what I can, because, everyone can be doxed. It's just you could take preventative measures to not make it easy for those who, you know, can just take a look at a social media site and just dox you. So, in any case, to back on track, yeah, so basically, I mean, it's no big secret that I'm working on, like, basically a mystery pack for World of War. I want to do events, but I don't have enough time. I just have to admit that much. Although, I did want to make a couple of guides here and there. But that will depend, and really, there's really no reason for me to not have done them. I mean, it's, to do the videos that I wanted to do, basically, in a very vague sense. So, yeah, I'll get to work on that ASAP, and if they happen, they happen. If they don't, I mean, it's not, well, I mean, if I were really serious, at least, on doing videos on this platform, and, in the more business sense, you know, being successful, then yes, I should be doing for me, I feel I can do at least a minimum 2 minute videos a day, but again, at the same time, I do have to look at what is bringing me, not results, but not exactly income either. I won't exactly say that, because that's important for real life stuff, but as I autopilot through footage, and without a single encounter, you know, I do have to pay attention to things that are bringing me not joy in life, but again, I don't know the words, but I don't want to feel, I don't want dead air either. I've talked about before as well, but yeah, it's, I forgot what I was talking about. That's what I get for meandering around too much. Anywho, into scissors we go. Second mystery, and if we are on timeline A, then our guaranteed second encounter may be the scissor lady, because if we run into an encounter in between the 66% mid-boss, if it is exactly 66%, and we do have scissor lady second or third, we'll see, but triangle reflection. Yeah, and if you want me to talk about what I forgot about, let me know in the comment section so I can, chalk that up. Because usually I have notes in front of me to, if I want to talk about something and I feel I want to talk about them, like a certain thing that happened recently, you can go check those videos for that. Then, yeah, I'll talk about them. As I can hear my own voice going crazy. That's still really dexterity. Anywho. Don't really care about cursed signs as much, so it's fine. Triangle reflection? If not, it's not like the, I'm just gonna check now. I might as well check now. There's no reason not to check now. So, yeah, triangle reflection, that's just the way I say those sigils. Yeah, back on track on Roll of 4, though. Something else, but yeah, it's no big secret that I'm working on a mystery pack. I would have liked to have done events. Is improvise actually better for me here? No, I think quick thinking is, because I have a lot of downtown. Yeah, I think I have a lot of downtown. But yeah. It will take strength because strength, and we do have a strength check, so strength. Just say the word strength. It's if I were to make a guide video of sorts, and it's still, most, and no, well, I wouldn't say most, but a lot of, well, I guess I will say a lot of guide videos right now are mostly, they do have opinion based in them, but obviously not a real guide, but things that are more a guide or tips video or walkthroughs should be based on facts. Like if the scissor woman does -3 all and you can brace comfortably with certain characters, then that would be good advice, as opposed to just doing this with the monkey wrench and having a 44% chance to hit each attack. It is not going to help the most amount of people. If you're looking at a guide's usefulness in terms of how useful, or how much people it helps as a number. Again, and that's not always the baseline, but what do I want to do here, actually? Because unfortunately, this is 50%. I'm still going to throw the bat, but with this, it's not even guaranteed either. But, if I'm going to lose... yeah. I don't want to lose -3 all. Yeah, -6 damage for -1 all, not guaranteed though. Or guaranteed 6 damage, maybe 12 damage at a 64% chance. This would not be in the tips video, by the way. That would probably go in a separate video. I'd probably gloss over things like, yeah, again, deciding whether to brace into a non-guaranteed attack, brace into a guaranteed attack, or do something like this with one guaranteed attack and risking another, or just going completely out of your mind and doing this, but... or this would be the because obviously you want to fill up your action bar to its utmost efficiency. But me, on the other hand, I think this is what I might take. Because the other way is only 54%, which means there's about a 10 to 8-ish% chance of me missing all 3, and I don't feel like doing that. That being said, I could lose -4 all, but then even if I miss this... Because again, I'm thinking of the guaranteed, what's guaranteed when I do this, and if I do this into a brace kick, that gets me at least 8, which means I should be able to, yeah, to strong here, so... otherwise, it would be nice, but hey. Oh, that's right, we're on the Curious Birthmark. We're not gonna die to flashbacks yet, but hey. And then we have, the thingy. 41% Doom, but we had time skip, is what I'm trying to say. Which did not help my Doom efficiency, but time skip is a newer... it's not like the most original idea, but, it does make your gameplay... It can make your gameplay a bit wonky, sorry. And again, asking for too much uniqueness I think would be a bit too much, so just simple things like, hey, extra 5 Doom. As much as I meme on 4 plus 4 Doom, yeah, 6 for Doom, 6 strength, nope. Didn't get that. For some reason, I almost thought that was a dex check, but that one in particular, I usually remember as a strength check. And let's see what else I can do, because well, we'll see. We'll get closer, unless we run into a ghost, but, I mean... Again, that's kind of the, this challenge does put into perspective being more consistent. That being said, again, I will keep admitting that this is not, you know, trying to complete, well, I mean, unless you hate RNG to some extent. Shoot. Yeah, trying to complete, basically, let's just say 7 to 10 Harbinger runs successfully in a row isn't the hardest thing in the world. And by that, I mean, it would be leaned more towards not hard, like easy, than hard. But at the same time, again, if it were that easy, a lot more people would be doing it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. 95% right, is that? Anywho. But we can do this after we hit it, which is why, oh my goodness, the damage is so good. That being said, some of you might be wondering, because I think this is brought up recently, how damage calculations and stuff work. Basically, aside there, I think there are well, not very few, but more around several cases in which the calculations just go out of their mind. And as I see where the vents connect, I need to rest once, just in case something really bad happens. But some of them, you know, they can be explained, but I would not, aside from, you know, going into the game itself, which the developer does not want you to do, and so therefore I don't do it. And so all we have is really just testing things here and there, as I'm thankfully in Timeline 8 Arms, and Crimson Moon, so there goes my attack boosts. But, a lot of things may happen post or before calculations, so that kind of throws a wrench in the works. And then how decimals work in this game, usually they're rounded, but most of the time they're rounded up, but there are cases where they're rounded down. I swear they are, but at the same time, you can usually take things and round them up, but I will let you know if there are cases where it rounds down. Like, I think one of the cases, yeah, like, since we're in a random item stat run, I think Monkey Wrench normally does, what, 7? Was it 7 damage on a strong? But because it's 9, you might be inclined to think that if you, say, do the Desperate Action, which doesn't show, but it doubles your damage. There's not really a big explanation for that, and again, I think 99% of games don't get their tutorials or information correctly. So you might think that this is a quick TED Talk here. 18 damage on a Desperate Action. It's not. It's probably, I think it's 16? 16 or 17. It might depend, but it's not 18. That I know for sure. And if it is, well, I guess we'll find out when I get low enough to do that. But the more realistic example is that in the case of rounding up, Monkey Wrench normally does 7 damage, so when you do a Desperate Action, you think you get 14 damage, but you actually get 15, and my explanation for that is because Monkey Wrench normally does 5, and strong attacks are supposed to do, again, it seems like 50%, which is why when you do a strong attack with a Monkey Wrench, it's 7 damage, but I think what's actually happening is the Monkey Wrench is 5 damage, and when you double it, that's 7.5, because the game does do decimals when it multiplies or halves things. However, it does round, and so when you round 7, or when you do Desperate Action with Monkey Wrench at 7 damage, it's actually 7.5 damage, and therefore you double that, and that makes an even 15 damage, which is why you get 15 damage. Is my explanation. I could just be completely wrong, someone can let me know, but otherwise, if nothing else, again, this helps me think to myself, so it's not like stopping here is completely detrimental, except for people who this information is kind of redundant, then I apologize. But, anywho, 60% because of Blood Moon, Crimson Moon shenanigans. Maybe I just take 4 stamina damage here, because that's, at least I get to 2-tap this thing. Unfortunately, it's a lot of damage, but that's what Fourth Mysteries do to me. Otherwise, I might have considered bracing, but at the same time, I just got Crimson Moon on my 4th mystery, so that's kind of a black and white thing here. And yes, we did end up using Quick Thinking, although decreasing Doom might have been a good thing to do. It's RNG, so I don't feel like that's the best option. So away I go. But yeah, calculations in this game are kind of a mixed bag. It's the same... Oh, I have Paranoia. Is this an ally? It is. Ally for 2 Doom, but... ultimately, that's a big RNG. Unless... Okay, so... I guess I'll call it, because I never called it this, but Ryuichi could be a mini Thought Flash if you go into the police station and just burn all your experience. So say I just stick to level 3, I could theoretically turn all this experience into a Doom Decrease, which doesn't sound bad, but also 40 power. I don't feel very confident in this, but it is 3 stamina, and this is around the threshold that I would like to do. Because this encounter has 20 HP, I am less inclined to do 9 damage and try to profit. So, yeah. That being said, talking about thresholds of HP, I know I said 8 is usually my personal... Oh, that was traumatized. My personal threshold in terms of... Yep, I forget what I'm talking about right in the middle of me talking. Maybe we want to stick with level 4, considering I'm on Koji perks. Do I want to humor... Well, my score's at 0 right now. I'm pretty sure my score is at 0. So you know what? I will humor it, because what I'm going to ultimately use for that Doom is... And it's actually... Well, no, that gets me 8 strength. I need to level up. Yeah, I need to level up. Anywho. Unfortunately, I can't really fast hands anymore, but... You know what? Yeah, we will take Reporter's Bag, because that way, maybe I run into a dullness encounter. I'm still gonna rest, though. But... Yeah, from now on, maybe we'll find out if I want to save all of my experience and then go into the police station. The thing is, the police station already costs Doom as well. Is it 1% Doom? I think it's 1%. No, 2% Doom. 2% Doom. Anywho. Let's drink this energy drink later, because we are going to go into our last mystery. We're sinking, but that shouldn't really affect us as much. And thankfully I never lost Bath. So, into Ramen I go. I could throw these away. Unfortunately, again, because I want to do the Ryuichi thing, throwing things away wouldn't benefit me, because I get the experience at the end of the run. So, I mean, I can still use Ryuichi. The question is if you know what? I might want to level up to 5. We'll see. It's important now because I want to drink. I don't think there are a lot of dexterity checks. I know there's 1 or 2. Well, this is actually a dexterity check. Never mind. Scratch what I just said. But still... Yeah, it would probably behoove, because the thing is, even if I drink dexterity, even if I drink the energy drink for dexterity, I still wouldn't have taken that risk there with 4 dexterity, so, you know. What can I do here? I did level up. That's only 10% more. Granted, this is 80%, and it's 3 reasons, so, I mean, the numbers are on my side. And yeah, I can't yet do this. I would have loved to do this, but I can't. So instead we're gonna do this. And then if I hit both of these in a row, then I will consider it. Because the thing is, I lose 3 reason if I lose this 80%. Alternatively, I could throw the branch and prep strong. I think I'm gonna do that. Because I do have improvise, right? I do. So, anywho. Is that... Well, didn't I take improvise earlier? Why did that bat do... I swear throwing the bat at the scissor lady should have done more damage, but I guess it didn't. Also around Cthulhu. And maybe I want Insomnia. Yeah, let's take Insomnia then. Because it's the last mystery. That's better than losing 3 reason, although I do heal 1 stamina. My reason is not looking good, is what I'm trying to say. And in character-specific cases, or character-specific perk cases... Aika, with her thing, does profit more from getting curses, so something for me to think about. But hopefully I don't get out of funds here, because that would, I would not like that. Stamina? No, that's reason. Why is that reason? Anywho. I should have rested before that. That was a mistake, but it's too late now, and we didn't even get to use Ryuichi, but... I mean, that's... Well, is that better than losing stamina? I guess I'm about to find out. So, let's see what we can do. Strength? Second encounter, which was, I think, Scissor Lady? I don't believe I ran into anything else. I could be wrong, though. And a light check. Theoretically, I should survive, although I could just completely mess up. So, I will get to increase my knowledge, but that's not important. So I think I can just rest twice, because if I level up, I can heal reason. Is the thought. And if I'm wrong, well, we're about to find out. Again, I should be able to rest 4 times, but let's just be safe, because we also have Cthulhu, so my doom is steadily increasing. But yeah, this all would have been great earlier, but it's not going to help me now. So, yeah, let's move on. I think I do survive, though, unless I get both of these wrong, which I shouldn't, but it wasn't. Yeah, I did fight something in between, so I just completely went absolutely crazy. Although Scissors should... No, wait, Scissors is my first, right? No, it was my second, because I did a whole footage mystery and didn't run into a single encounter. Although, the short amount of forest investigations I did help somewhat. And yeah, I would have died if I rested more than even one more time. So, it was a good call on me, even though, theoretically, I should not have failed that second encounter check. You should never fail that check, basically. But another Cthulhu run, Curious Birthmark again, all perks, random item, Moriko. So, unfortunately for my Nuzlocke challenge, this is probably going to go to... yeah, I think it's guaranteed now, because there are 2 episodes left before episode 100, and there aren't enough gods to fit that. And even if I were lucky enough to get a... Anywho, moving on. I'm not lucky enough to get all distinct gods and not die. But Takji-san, second mystery, strength, light, dexterity, and knowledge, maybe? No second encounter check, so no need to worry about that. But I forgot to set the illegal den. I'm going to kick myself in the nothing if I have ward. But we'll find out, because oftentimes I don't get ward. I don't know what the odds are of that, but I feel like there's pretty much a 50-50 shot. Although I wouldn't be surprised. I would be, if I had to guess, I would say there's a lower chance of getting ward than 50%. Unfortunately, we do have ward, so the one time I don't do it, I happen to get ward, which is, what I'm trying to say is, when I have a weapon character like Moriko or Mimi, I usually select illegal den, and I forgot, so whoops. Coma Festival footage, I mean, if I had painting, I could have tried to redeem it, but hey. And for those wondering, no, I do not reroll my mysteries, during this challenge anyway. Obviously, if I'm unlocking things or just testing things out, I reroll, but I feel sad now because I did a sad thing. So, History Club once, just in case. That could be interesting, but let's not gimp ourselves that much. Although the Demon Mask is appreciated-ish. And I should be able to get my strength to 8, but we'll see. And then we prepare just really to open up funds, although the Blessed Shell, I think I'm not warmed up to it, but it's lukewarm, I guess. And then we have Vigil into Ward as well. Vigil, Ward, I think Flood as well? I can't remember for some reason. Anywho. Oof. I should have really remembered. I'm going to do downtown because we have Ward. I know I'm going to be visiting downtown. So, that's my rationale. I don't think I ever used the old coin in the last run either. I should have really used it. There's no reason for me to do what I did in the last run. Anywho, that's enough about the last run. Let's visit this mansion twice and hopefully lower doom. So yeah. Or maybe, you know, RNG hasn't completely forsaken me until it has, because in Ward, I could run into, events that, even though if they're not nice, maybe I just succeed them. So it could just be ultimately experience, even though Doom does increase. If you succeed events, I think still in your investigating is in your favor. Now, usually that's not the case, especially on Harbinger, because what happens is you fail events and you get really, really hurt. So I'm shrugging in real life, where, as I say, it is normally a bad decision, but it's not all bad. That being said, a 10 roll on a luck check doesn't help me, but hey, I don't want to go to Frostbite Land, because I've already gone to Upper Kingdom. I could be in Katana Land, but I don't like flipping coins, so I feel like that event I often roll a 12 as well on knowledge, but thankfully I don't really, you know, nothing happens when you fail that, even though, I mean, we're in the forest actually, so I should just count my graces, but Yep, my doom steadily increasing like this. I really hope I have Flood, because that will be a breath of fresh air. And a run filled with doom increases. So this is... Man! 98 episodes in and I don't set the illegal in, because I don't know why I do that. At least I can watch to see if Totoro turns me into a burning mess, but... Anywho. For doom, I would not like to take that, but I'm just going to take the guaranteed out. 4 doom is quite a lot for me, in my mind, but maybe we get adrenaline here and everything is forgiven. Well, shoot. I can at least level up as much as possible. And then we'll take strength because I take strength. We'll drink this bottle of water and then heal reason before we move on, question mark? I'm going to take the thingy out. I'm going to make a bet and say... I don't need the Blessed Shell. Although, if I do go into Ward here, I do need to make space. Ward, Coma, Festival, Vigil. Maybe I take... No, I don't want to take Festival next, because I want to make use of the rest. If I'm going to take 3 Doom to heal 2... Or to increase stamina and reason by 2, I don't want to be topped off, basically. I guess I'm going to take Ward... I'm gonna do Ward now, so I can get rid of, well, quote-unquote, get rid of the handcuffs, but we'll see. So, -2 reason. So I could have skipped that if I did not, if I had the hospital pass, so already Hospital Ward seems to have been doing a thing. This is less because Insomnia would have done 8 reason damage. Let's take stamina damage here. And find out what else is waiting for me. So, I do need to get this package ASAP, because otherwise I'm taking all damage, and that's not nice. I don't appreciate that kind of thing. As we also run into the Forgotten Patient, but... 8 for 1 all, or the potential 4 for 1 all, or yeah, I think I just have to do this. I could shoot this encounter. I don't feel like doing that though. Yeah, I just have to do this. So we're gonna do this so we can desperate action next turn. We might rest actually. Rest once because again, I know sometimes I don't actually rest when I should. By nature of me saying I don't like to be at 4 or below stamina or reason. But I feel like in some of those cases I was or most of those cases I was justified in doing so as I get panicked. Which is not great, by the way. In fact, I might even just want to get rid of that with the old coin. I think I will. Funny enough, did not happen as a result of the Curious Birthmark thing. I think I would have... No, would I have? Anywho. Would I have skipped that with the hospital pass is what I'm trying to say, but... The milk's been spilt, and we're getting 4 doom, so, Anywho. The easy, Band-Aid fix to that event being as less of a pain to people, me maybe included in that, is, to make it a check instead. That way you at least have a chance of getting out, but... Anywho. So we're gonna do... Are we gonna do this? No, we're not gonna do that. Because, we're guaranteed an out with this, even if it drains 1 HP. So, unfortunately, I got branded for that. So, I was gonna say earlier, I was thinking it, but I guess I should have said it, because now it looks like I'm saying it after the fact. Yes, haha, funny, I burnt the old coin, got rid of panic, and then got branded. So... That was the joke I was literally thinking. I maybe should have never thought of that, but, I mean, it's not like my thoughts affect what happens in game. So, can I even do this? I don't think I can even do this. I think instead I just hedge my bets and just take this to the face so I can desperate action next turn and handcuff. I think that's what I'm gonna do. In fact, that is what I'm doing. So, let's hope I do this handcuffs correctly. I got really close to not doing it. And then we lost Bat, so I really should have just thrown the bottle. If that was the case, I should have thrown the bottle of water, but I didn't know that. That one I could not have. I had less control over, sorry. We get adrenaline, but at this point... I'm going for strength. I'm gonna take festival now then. Granted, that makes my vigil a lot less happier for me, but I'm not going into vigil with 3 stamina and 5 reason, so yeah, let's do what we can here. I might even rest even more. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. So 3 doom for 2 stamina. I need to heal. So yeah. And then I need to pass a bunch of checks, but if I don't, this run is going to end very soon. I promised you that. So, I mean, I'm at the mercy of RNG. I'm at the mercy of RNG, for the most part. I'm really at the mercy of RNG. I'm just going to click this and I won't say more. So, I might even be worse off before I go into Vigil. Oh, I'm definitely worse off. I might even just die. Well, if that happens, I guess I'll see you next time. But I don't want to spend Doom here right now because my Doom is already steadily climbing up and we have Vigil and something left. Coma? I think I said Coma too, right? That's why, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking I had a lot of hospital investigations. I need to not be on Timeline B, funny enough. And we are, so, poof. Yeah, this is not great. Can I do anything more? So I get 9 damage there. I think I do, yeah, this would be... No, it wouldn't even be, because that... Yeah, this, just run. I would like the Spiral Hood. Unfortunately, I don't do enough. And I think that calculation is one of the few wonky ones where, based on your character, you get less, maybe-ish? Although... Maybe it uses the same type of formula, just with strength instead of knowledge, but... Anywho, thankfully I am using a firearm, and we're gonna do this. I really should heal stamina here. In fact, I think I'm just gonna heal stamina, because I feel like I should be able to level up one more time, and then I can increase my reason. So, I don't want to end my run on Vigil, so hopefully a lot of good things happen, like that. Granted, Mansion is one of the quote-unquote nicer locations. I don't know if that's proven objectively, and yes, I did run into this. I was going to run from this anyway, so I guess it's not really that bad, but let's do this Vigil and hope for the best. So just give this old man a round of applause, because we can't really do anything other than a non-ending A. I could, but I don't think it would be the best decision. So, out of curiosity, is this actually better? I don't know if Adrenaline gets me... Adrenaline plus Deft Handling. I'm not a Moriko main, so... It might be more. It might actually be more. Just because it does an extra point of damage, I'm gonna equip it. And someone can let me know if CQC training plus Adrenaline would have been better here. Although I have 5 Perception, and while that's not the biggest boost in action speed... again, the Meat Cleaver also gets bonus damage against enemies. Although, I could die before this even matters, so let's find out, shall we? We're gonna go this way and get nothing anyway, so... oh, we can't even burn the envelope. Because this is reason if I do that, so... I guess we're gonna do that instead. And just take the Doom in the face. This is not looking very good. This is looking very, very bad, and, man, this is really bad. So, we're gonna brace and do our best, but it's not looking very good. At least I get 10 damage. I feel like this is better. But I guess we'll find out in a hot moment. And then we get Hunger, but that's not the most pressing issue. So, I think this should be this should be enough. Yeah, 10 damage. Yeah, maybe that is real double damage. Anywho, no, because that's, because I guess that does make sense. What I'm talking about is normally when you get bonus damage here, because the Meat Cleaver does normally 4, and I don't think I was getting bonus damage anywhere else. Then that means if this is increased to 5, that means what I would normally expect is that on a desperate action, this would do 9 damage, but it did 10. So maybe random item stats applies itself to the base. But funny enough, maybe Harbinger difficulty, when it removes a stat, that's not affecting your base stat, if that makes any sense. Anywho, this is guaranteed, so we might as well do this. Unfortunately, I take a lot of Doom for this hot garbage, but yeah, we lower Doom by 2 and move on with life. Why did Doom lower by 2? I completely forgot, but anywho, none of these are useful. Well, that could be useful, but our Doom is at 90, so into Coma. Yeah, so Coma is our last mystery, and we're in a lot of trouble. So we need this to ask for funds at minimum, because we can sell the old empty bottle. And after this, we hope on a dream, because this is like 5, but I have to take this because this is better than taking 3 Reason and dying outright. So, yeah, let's find out. That was 90% Doom, but I think, did my threat level increase? Anywho, I need to actually roll on this because we need to decrease Doom even more. We could still end up dying, but let's find out if RNG is the reason for that, or if not. I'm gonna do this, and we rolled a 12, so, because I don't want to be taking any more Reason damage. I already have Insomnia. This 3 Reason, I'm not gonna fight the boss either. I'll die there as well, so, that is why you don't see me going for ending A. But yeah, I think I'm dead here. We just have to take the rolls, and if we roll a 12 and then into 11 on Perception, what do you want from me? Anywho, yeah, we just have to roll, and if we die, we die, and I guess I'll see you next time. So, my score got reset!